Hey everyone, great to have you here. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Not been talking very much, or at least for a few hours to anyone. Um, Great to have you here. And before we go on, please drop me a hashtag live. Let me know where you're watching from, or a hashtag replay if you're catching it later. It is great to see where this little group makes it out there in the world. Um, So, our subject today is how to write hooks that stop the scroll and spark curiosity. Now, as some of you may know, I'm currently running my Christmas Kickstart challenge, and hooks is a topic that we've covered. I think it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Let me just put a light on so you can see me. I don't know if I've got a light behind me. Everything's been unplugged because I'm in the middle of packing. Maybe that's a bit better. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks bright. Yes. Okay, where am I? Yeah, my Kickstart challenge. And hooks is a topic we had covered. But it's something that comes up every day because everyone on the challenge is creating content every day. And a hook is very important because hooks is something that can completely transform your content. And it's incredible actually how people overlook everything. Your hook, that first line, it's literally that first line of your post. It's the tiny sentence that decides whether someone stops or keeps scrolling straight past you. Doesn't matter how good your story is, how helpful your advice is, or how valuable your offer is. If your hook doesn't hit the target, they'll never get as far as the rest. So today I want to show you why hooks matter so much, what makes a hook stop the scroll, how to create curiosity without giving the whole thing away, and the simple, repeatable way to write hooks every day without overthinking. So let's dive in. So why do hooks matter? Hooks matter because people don't scroll slowly. They flick through their profile, they skim through it, and they glance at stuff as it's moving. And your content is fighting for a split second of attention, 1 second, sometimes even less. And in that moment, your hook does the heavy lifting for you. A hook does three things. It makes someone pause. It makes them pay attention. It makes them think, ooh, what's this about? Let me have a read. Not, I already know what this is. Not, I've seen this 100 times before. Not, sounds nice, but not for me. Just enough curiosity to say, go on then, tell me more. That's the whole job of a hook. Now, why is curiosity everything? Well, curiosity, if you didn't know, is the most natural human reaction there is. People can't ignore a question mark in their mind. They need to close that loop. But here's where most people go wrong. They give everything away in the first line. They tell the whole story. They reveal the point. They answer the question before the reader even asks it. And when the hook gives away too much, people have no reason to keep reading. So the purpose of the hook is to open a loop, not to close it. What a strong hook looks like is short, it's punchy, slightly incomplete, maybe a little unexpected, easy on the eye, and easy for the brain to process. And it should create a bit of tension, not drama, just enough tension for the reader to think, I need to see where this goes. Now, there are a number of different types of hooks that you can use. And some of these examples I'm going to give you, I have used in the past. So the first one would be a bold statement. Most people get this completely wrong. Or number two could be a relatable pain point. Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right and getting nowhere? Or do you feel like you're doing everything right, still no sales? And remember, everyone is here for sales. A lot of my hooks actually have sales in them because that's what catches, that word alone catches a lot of people's attention. So, number three could be a personal confession. I never planned to say this publicly. Oh, but I'm going to, especially for you. Or a surprising claim. This nearly cost me my entire business. That's not one of mine. That's something that I took off a list. It could be a story opener. It happened on Tuesday morning while I was making tea. The reader thinks, Tuesday morning making tea. I wonder what happened. Let's read on. It could be a direct challenge. You're probably not going to like this, but this is why you're not making sales yet. See that magic word again, sales. Or a curiosity gap. What happened next still shocks me. Each of these opens a loop. Each one makes someone stop and think. So the question is how to create your own scroll-stopping, curiosity-triggering hooks. Here's a simple way to write hooks that always work. The first step is to write your post first. Get the heart of it down. And when you're doing that, think before you start writing, what do you want the outcome of your post to be? So once you've got the heart of it down, then ask yourself, what's the one moment of feeling that would make someone pause? Is it fear? Is it realization, a mistake, a turning point, a question, a truth most people avoid? Turn that one moment into a short line. No frills, no explanations, no details. Because you've got to get them wanting more so they read your post. So you have to make sure it doesn't give the whole message away. And then read it out loud. If it sounds like something you would say in a normal conversation, keep it. If it sounds like a headline from a marketing blog, bin it and start again. So let's clear up the biggest mistake people make with hooks. A lot of them can be too long. A hook should not be a paragraph. They can be too clever. If you have to reread it, you've lost them. It can be too vague. It must hint at something specific or too detailed. You're not going to explain everything in the hook. The idea is to tease. And you don't want it to be too polite. You need a little edge, not rude, just honest. So then we come to putting it all together. Before you publish your post, ask yourself, would this first line make me stop scrolling? Now you know yourself. You can be honest with yourself. And if the answer is no, rewrite it. Hooks aren't about being dramatic. They're about making your reader feel something, enough to pause, enough to look, enough to care. Because once they stop scrolling, they're then in your world. That's where the trust starts, and you've got them. And if you get them once, you can get them again. So remember that hooks aren't for decoration. They're not optional. Every post should have a hook. They're the gateway to every connection, every conversation, and every sale you will ever make here online. And once you get this part right, your content moves to a whole other level because people start paying attention, people respond, and they stay longer on your post. They read more of it. And that's when everything else starts to work. So, guys, any questions on what I've talked about? Let me know in the comments, and I hope it made sense. Here, let me see. Who have I got? Aparna, lovely. Welcome. And Vondrik. Great, guys. Thank you for joining me. Do you have any questions? Please drop them in the comments below if you do. It's great to have you here. Let me just give it a minute. Okay, no questions by the looks of it. Well, here it is. It's Thursday night again. But these Thursday night 4:30s come around so quick, it's quite scary. Anyway, I should mention I won't be here next Thursday because very sadly I've got my dad's funeral next Thursday. So I will be taking a miss on my live training, and I'm hoping I will be back the following week. But on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm actually moving house, so I'm not sure whether the internet will be set up. I don't know what's going to be happening 2 weeks today. So I'm just going to have to wing it and take it each day as it comes. But in the meantime, guys, lovely to have you here. Thank you for giving up your time. I really do appreciate it. And see you on the next one, whenever that might be at this point in time. Bye.